Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So right now, Dokkan is honestly some of the busiest it's ever been. There's just so much going on. They gave us a lot of EZAs for the Tanabata celebration, including this free-to-play EZA. This is a Vegeta GT Giant Ape character, and I think after his EZA that he's actually going to be quite a useful option. I mean, keep in mind that GT Vegeta, I mean, he's buffing teams such as Shadow Dragon Saga, Giant Form, Vegeta Family, Worthy Rival, Giant Ape Power, GT Hero, right? Like, this guy can help spots out. I think he's got some nice defensive capabilities. He has the Giant Transformation, which, of course, is always very good. We know how effective those Giant Transformations can be. I think this is probably going to be one of the better free-to-play characters in the game. So let's go ahead and jump into a stage, and let's see how good this GT Giant Ape Vegeta is going to be. Alright guys, we are here in an event with a GT Vegeta. Alright, now let's go and take a look. So one of the most important things to keep in mind with Vegeta, he does have one restriction. It's probably not the worst. I mean, for some of the weaker category teams that he's buffing, like Giant Form, like Giant Ape Power, like Shadow Dragon Saga, this restriction Vegeta has on his passive is not going to be an issue. Because again, the teams he's on that most want help is what his restriction is asking for, right? So, Vegeta gets 120% attack and defense at the start of turn. He gets 50% attack and defense on super attack. We love that, right? Multiplicative buffs for free-to-play characters, a W. He gets an extra 120% attack and defense if there's another Giant Ape Power category ally attacking in the same turn, which, again, you know, LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta would qualify for that. Then he gets 50% defense and a high chance to crit when facing a Shadow Dragon Saga category enemy, so we'll make sure to do at least one turn where we're against that. And then he also guards when HP is 50% or more, and then when HP is below 50%, and it's starting from turn 4, that's where we could transform into his Giant Ape form, which, again, remember, would allow us to cancel boss abilities, which could be very good when, say, they drop a new hardest fight in the game against Omega Shenron, who does AoE normals, right? So I think that this Vegeta is going to be pretty solid, right? People will see guard, and they instantly go, oh my god, time to put him in slot 1 against all the toughest bosses, but it's more so that this guy will be very comfortable sitting on some of these teams, right? He also has a very powerful super attack effect as well. He permanently stacks attack. I don't know if there's much of a purpose to this. Like, I don't know how that, like, how does that affect the Great Ape damage? Does that massively increase it or something? Actually, I don't know the answer to that. And then he also gets 50% defense for the turn, and he lowers enemy defense. So, of course, the main thing I wanted to do here was actually give him tons of raw defense, as you guys see. The most important thing, I felt like, was just raw defense building up here. You know, that gold equip, maybe I should give him the gold defense plus dodge. I mean, so what extreme Super Battle Road stages? Yeah, maybe Giant Form, or there's also the one we could have done, you know, Shadow Dragon Saga, Vegeta Family, those types of stages. Maybe that would be a little bit better. I think it would be a little bit less defense, but getting the extra dodge chance could be good, but we've got a lot of raw defense on him. So here we are at 200k defense. I mean, Link's set is not working the greatest. I mean, if we put him next to LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, we get a couple of additional links, Saiyan Roar and GT, and he jumps up to 247k. Now, again, remember, he gets 50% defense from his super attack, so, you know, again, add that right to it, and then 50% defense from his super attack effect. So, I mean, what, he's over 400k here, right? With guard as a free-to-play character? You know, for the showcase, we're just gonna, you know, get the boy right there in slot 1 and let him cook. But, you know, you're gonna be doing tough fights. We would run him potentially as like a floater or something like that. And I think he's honestly gonna be pretty good. 4.5 million, I'll definitely take that, along with the strong defensive ability, the Giant Ape transformation. Again, I feel like this character, this is a type of character that can get use moving forward, right? I should go over his Link set. On the next rotation we get him, we'll go over his Link set. Now remember, at any point, if we fall below 50% HP, that is where we're actually going to take that Giant Ape transformation. And again, during this video, I do want to make sure that we do get a turn where we fight a Shadow Dragon Saga enemy, so that we could get that extra defense. So maybe we'll just like jump quickly into like, you know, a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta fight or something like that. Okay, well, oh, this kind of sucks actually. This rotation that we have right here, how can I get, is this 5 for Bulma right here? No, that's 4. Wow, okay, we just got completely cucked. No, that was bullshit. I mean, it could happen, I guess, sometimes where the orbs are just terrible. But this rotation is a little bit unfortunate in that I probably would have liked to have taken some damage. I figured this would be a good spot to take damage and get that giant ape transformation, but no. The thing about HP conditions is it's just always very out of your control, right? It's not something you could directly control, so it's impossible to be like, all right, we're going to quickly get the giant form transformation here. That's why it is good to have a team full of, you know, guarding damage reduction characters, too. Is, you know, you could be whittled down, but not outright killed in one shot by a lot of these bosses, right? Nothing worse than when you go up against one of these bosses and they just one-hitter quitter you, which is what, of course, a lot of the biggest bosses can do. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we're going to get on this next rotation. We are going to have the LR Great Ape Vegeta right next to him. So that, of course, will be pretty good. We'll be able to get a lot of links activated. LR Great Ape Vegeta has kind of, I mean, I guess a bit of a wonky link set and some issues, but it's going to allow this GT Vegeta to be perfectly set up just like this, right? So Vegeta's link set, he has Saiyan Warrior Race, Prodigies, that's the one link not active, Saiyan Roar, Royal Lineage, GT, Transform, and Shattering the Limit. He's at 250k defense. Now remember, we actually did not get Bulma's active up, or her support up, which we definitely can next turn. This actually works out pretty well. We could get GT, or not GT Vegeta, I can't talk. We can get the LR Great Ape Vegeta to super attack first, so he actually gets his defense. That's one of the biggest problems with that Great Ape Vegeta, is he needs to super attack first to get his defense, which is just very sort of annoying, right? Like, because it's, oh, nice, super attack, dodge, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We will definitely take that, yeah. Now, remember, as we're doing super attacks and going forward and forward and forward, remember that GT Vegeta's damage is going to continually stack. So, I mean, at least we'll be able to see him, you know, get stronger and stronger, sort of as the fight goes on there. I don't know that it'll amount to too much, but I mean, I guess it is something. Considering that he should be fairly competent defensive-wise, even the extra little attack stacking I'll definitely take. Alright guys, so we're on this next rotation right here. This is going to be pretty good because we are going to have all of Vegeta's links up, except for Prodigies, and then we're also going to have some delicious support right here. So let's go ahead and see what GT Vegeta does. I mean, in this type of environment, right, like look, he's getting 50% defense from his passive when he supers, and he's getting 50% defense from a super attack effect, right? And then you combine that with the fact that he's guarding, and like he's decent. This is decent. But again, this is how you'd want to rock him. Now, if we were going up against Omega, right? Like, you know, hardest fight in the game, Omega Shenron. Certainly, this Vegeta would take quite a bit of damage, I think, before Vegeta would attack, right? So the AoEs could definitely be tricky in there, but I mean, you could run him. Oh, perfect. Oh, well, we just dodge it. Yes. That is yet another dodge. You guys know how it is. Hey. But anyway, well, I guess, you know, if there was a bunch of AoEs from Omega Shenron before Vegeta could attack, him dodging like that would be very good. But I don't know. I mean, I'd imagine Vegeta might take anywhere from like 50k to probably 200 at the most, but he probably wouldn't take that much. Because remember, I mean, Vegeta would be getting the extra 50% defense and the high chance to crit when facing a Shadow Dragon Saga category enemy. So, you know, if we were fighting Omega, we'd have even more defense. Some of the links Vegeta gets that give him defense include Saiyan Roar, GT, and Transform and Shattering the Limit. Saiyan Roar and GT we could easily get, but, I mean, Transform and Shattering the Limit, probably not, right? Okay, so we will put Carnival Goku in slot 1. We'll go ahead and do this. Bulma can get her delicious little orbs. And then on this next turn, we're just going to be going right into the final phase of Frieza. So, looks like we're pretty smoothly going to just, like, tear through this event right here. After this, we just need to get, again, Vegeta's Giant Ape transformation. And then, of course, we also... I just want to get at least a rotation of Vegeta against a Shadow Dragon Saga enemy. One thing I do like is that it's a Shadow Dragon Saga enemy, not... Well, I guess... I mean, like, there's not, like, a Shadow Dragon category, right? It's just Shadow Dragon Saga. I suppose they could do, like, a Shadow Dragon category, like, on, like, a 200% leader skill or something like that, but that would be ass. I mean, all of the Shadow Dragons are just on GT bosses anyway, so, like, if they wanted to do something like that, that's all they'd have to do is just gear it. Like, okay, maybe they'd lead... It would be like a Shadow Dragon, like, probably like Sin, like a transforming Sin, or maybe like an Omega or something like that, who could lead Shadow Dragon Saga, and then GT bosses could be one of the 200%. I don't know what they're going to do with the Shadow Dragons, man. Like, they can't, like, Carnival LR Omega can't be the pinnacle of the Shadow Dragons. I don't know. I feel like they could definitely do more. Ice and Nova could get characters. Maybe the Shadow Dragons are just not ever going to have their time in the sun. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? GT bosses certainly could use a lot of help, though. Alright, so again, we have a very solid rotation. I mean, I'm tempted to just run GT Vegeta in this middle slot right here, but I think what we're actually probably going to do is just run him in slot 1. This is probably not really how you want to use him. Again, you know, he is a guard character, but he's getting so much defense when he actually supers. But let's, you know, just for the showcase, just for shits and giggles to see what's going to happen, let's put him here in harm's way. And see how he does. Remember that this Frieza is a ridiculous boss. This guy is not a pussy. This guy can hit very hard. So, his super attack could be bad. Still double digits. Wow. Okay. I mean, he is already guarding, so the fact that he has type advantage doesn't do that much. Okay, he's just guarding. No super attack in slot 1? No, he did not super... Oh, I'll rage if Frieza supers right here. I mean, GT Vegeta would be able to take it fine, but it's like, damn, we could have had GT Vegeta in the middle slot, and he would have been able to tank it. Let's see. Let's see if Frieza supers here. But after this, I'll go ahead and cut, and we'll come back again. There's the 2 rotations we need to do. We just need to see the extra defense Vegeta gets against a Shadow Dragon Saga enemy, and then we also have to, of course, actually see that giant transformation of his into the Great Ape form. Alright, guys, I said, you know what, whatever. Let's just go into the toughest fight in the game. This is it. This is Carnival LR Omega, his fight. Again, there's the 2 things we want to see. So we do have Bulma support activated. So Vegeta's at 256. Remember, he's getting an extra 50% defense right here, going up against Carnival Omega. We could put him right in front of these attacks. Now, this is where, remember, this fight is very tricky. In this opening phase, he could seal or stun us. So let's go ahead and see how this works. Going against this Omega, we could probably... Oh, so he's still at double digits right here. Did we attack debuff him? We did. Who attack debuffed him? I think it was Great Ape Vegeta? We did hit him with an attack. That's the one thing is, in this opening phase, this Omega can be attack debuff. Hey, Vegeta looks great, man. Double digits the whole way through. No super? That's so crazy. Remember, in this opening phase, you can't actually dodge at all, right? So you have to eat every attack. But we'll definitely be able to get the Great Ape in here. And, you know, we'll be able to get another rotation where we could see, you know, Vegeta with this extra defense sort of against these Shadow Dragon Saga enemies. But, I mean, dude, this is a free-to-play character that I think is actually going to work rather effectively in here, man. No matter what anyone thinks, I think they did a really good job with this GT Vegeta. Alright, guys, we got another rotation right here. Again, we got a lot of GT characters sort of together, right? We get Saiyan Roar, GT, stuff like that. Vegeta's up to 280 right here next to LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Perfect, perfect. We'll go ahead and get them some extra stacks, which should allow us to work a little bit better. Although, maybe I should have floated them off. We'll see. It'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. All right, Omega's a little nervous about supering this GT Vegeta for good reason. Oh, we got the crit, too. Yeah, dude, the crit. That's because it's a Shadow Dragon Saga enemy. He gets the 50% chance to crit. Yeah, pretty good. That wouldn't be active for the Giant Ape version, no. And in Vegeta's Giant Ape version, he just gets 3 ki and 50% attack. Those are the abilities that he's actually getting there. Okay, we'll just keep going to the next rotation, right? We're just, you know, kind of moving on. You know, Omega is being very docile in this video so far, so we're not really taking a ton of damage, but really good chance we could fall below 50% HP right here. Bam, here we go. So we are under 50% HP. So now Vegeta will go ahead and transform into his Great Ape version right here. Again, in a very difficult fight like this Omega Shenron fight, this is very, very, very helpful for us. Because over here, remember, one of the things that makes Omega Shenron so nasty in this fight is like these AoEs and his super attack, which just does so much damage. Well, when you do this Great Ape transformation, you cancel the boss's ability to do powerful, you know, boss abilities like this, right? So Omega, once we leave the Giant Ape transformation, Omega is not going to be able to heal. He's not going to be able to do his AoE. He's not going to be able to super. He's not going to be able to do all this nonsense. Now, this will be interesting, though, because we're going to leave the Great Ape transformation, and we are going to have to be a little bit cautious, because remember, we will not be guarding once we leave the transformation right here. GT Vegeta is not guarding when you're under 50% HP, but we know that he can't get caught by a super attack. I don't know if Vegeta will have enough defense, though, to just tank this guy. His normal's raw, probably, because at the very least, this phase right here, the STR phase, remember, he gets a 50% attack buff when he super attacks, so that will kind of like supercharge STR Omega's normal attacks, which we're not going to have to worry about on this turn, again, because Vegeta went into his Great Ape transformation mode right here and actually killed that. All right, so we get another rotation in, you know, GT Great Ape Vegeta. Remember that he gives himself 2 abilities from his passive. He's getting 3 ki and then 50% attack are kind of the 2 things. This is where, you know, I typically shy away from giving, you know, characters like big-time offensive builds and stuff like that. And this is one of those instances, you know, for like this Great Ape right here. This is where an offensive build could help him, right? Because if he's going to do more crits and additional supers and stuff like that, I mean, he certainly could put up a little bit more damage, but I mean, that's not really the biggest deal to me. Like, I'm just really not trying to min-max every single point of damage in every situation. I think it's foolish. I think you have a much better path to success in this game, especially in these really, really tough fights, when you're not just trying to overly min-max every single point of damage you could get, right? I don't think it's the smartest idea. All right, so this is going to be a little bit of a tricky rotation here. Let's just go ahead and transform into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Honestly, we could be in trouble here. Like, this really could just be death for us. So remember, again, Vegeta is not guarding. He only guards when we're above 50% HP, which we're not. But Vegeta is still, he's got this 315. He's going to get 50% from his super attack, and then he's also going to get another 50% from his super attack effect. We will be able to get LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta plenty of attacks. He should be A-okay. I'm not really too concerned about LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, no. This phase of Omega, with him not being able to super, that does cut down on how scary this guy is, for sure. Right? And that's just powerful. This is a free-to-play character, and, I mean, look at some of these mechanics he has. Oh, this is the toughest boss in the game. This is it. And, like, GT Vegeta is actually, like, significantly helping, dude. Right? Like, he's actually helping us quite a bit. And he is going to continue to stack attack. All right, how much? Yeah, double digits. Yeah. Yep. I mean, defensively, he's fine. It's like, now, if we're under 50% HP on another turn where this guy is popping his AoEs, it's over, right? It's Jover. The only way we would survive is if we just get lucky and all the AoEs are after Vegeta would attack. But the good news is, AGL Carnival Goku is going to go ahead and get that back for us. Or, I could use the Spirit Bomb, which I will not. I think it's smarter not to use the Spirit Bomb right here. And instead, we can save it. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. Yeah. Okay, so Carnival Goku, we're under 40% HP. So Carnival Goku is going to heal us at the end of the turn, right? This is where, you know, this Carnival Goku could really kind of like show his worth as well. That heal is just so good. I can't imagine Omega is going to be able to kill any of these characters. Bulma, Carnival Goku, or of course the 8th anniversary LR. We should be completely good to go right here. All right, so dodges for me, baby. He might even be at double digits by now, is he? Close, close. I mean, that doesn't affect us whatsoever because Carnival Goku's heal is still going to take us over 50%. Okay, so I will come back in a second, and we will go ahead and take a look at how Vegeta does in the final phase here. All right, going into the final phase right here. Okay. Damn, I mean, dude, am I really going to run LR Grid Ape Vegeta in slot 1 right here? I guess. This is comedy. This is not how you want to go about this fight, but it is what it is, man. All right, let's see how GT Vegeta does. We've already seen everything we need to see for the... No, oh my god. We've already seen everything we need to see for the actual showcase. So it's not really a big deal, right? No matter what happens right here. Okay, so let's see the turn right here. A little bit of damage. Owie! And then this dude supers. Oh my god. Yeah, LR Grid Ape Vegeta. I don't know about this. I think we're probably dead. Not from that, but now Omega has AoEs he's dishing out. Yeah, guard is good, but just guard doesn't make you good, right? Like, you need other stuff. Okay, 49k, that sucks. He dodged, which we love, and they took 34k. Okay, perfect. All right, GT Vegeta, 5 million right here. Perfect, perfect. And he's at double digits. I mean, that's all we needed to see. LR Grid Ape Vegeta probably not going to really do so well here. But honestly, I mean, for a free-to-play character, he did. I feel like he did good in this fight, man. I do like this free-to-play GT Vegeta. He's solid. All right, this is Limit Breaking Challenge. Vegeta GT Giant Ape. His leader skills Giant Ape Power, Category Key 3 and 77% of stats, or Int Type Key 3 and 50% of stats. His super attack is the Final Shine attack, which stacks attack and then greatly raises defense for 1 turn. Then he does supreme damage to the enemy and then lowers enemy defense. His passive skill, Bulma's Idea, he gets 120% attack and defense at the start of turn. He gets 50% attack and defense when performing a super attack. He gets an additional 120% attack and defense if there's a Giant Ape Power category ally in the same turn. Not really tough to do that so much. You know, because you're probably going to be running this guy with other Super Saiyan 4 characters, right? Like, if we were trying to seriously win right there, we would have been probably rocking a double LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku team anyway, right? With other Super Saiyan 4 characters like that. So that you know, 120% attack and defense with Giant Ape Power category ally attacking in the same turn. Like, you will literally never use this guy unless you have that active anyway. Then, Vegeta gets an additional 50% defense and a high chance to crit when facing a Shadow Dragon Saga category enemy. And then finally, this guy guards all attacks when HP is 50% or more. And then he turns into the Giant Ape when conditions are met. And that is turning into the Giant Ape HP is 50% or less, starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. And then when you do that, remember, you'll cancel the boss abilities, which is really, really helpful. Vegeta's Link set is Saiyan Warrior Race, Prodigies, Saiyan Roar, Royal Lineage, GT, Transform, and Shattering the Limit. 12 key multiplier, 140%, typical number probably for a free-to-play character. Vegeta also has quite a few like lower level categories that he's on, which I think is really good. So he, of course, is on Giant Ape Power right here. Definitely a helpful addition for that team, no doubt about it. Vegeta is also over here on the Pure Saiyan category team. Then Vegeta's also over here on the Vegeta family category team, which could always use help. We're not mad about that at all. Then Vegeta's also over here on the Worthy Rival category team, another team I will always take help for. Vegeta is also over here on the Shadow Dragon Saga team, this very limited, small, and niche team right here. Then Vegeta's also on the Giant Form category, another team that always really could, you know, we could definitely use help for that, for sure. Vegeta's also on the Gifted Warrior category team. Then Vegeta's on GT Hero, so he's on the team with LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Right, he shares many teams with that character. We're also over here on the Battle of Fate category team. That's how Vegeta was on the GT Goku and Vegeta. Anyway, right there, their team. And then finally, he is on the bond of parent and child. So there's just GT Vegeta. Now, again, remember, he does have that Great Ape transformation, which we could take when HP is 50% or less, starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. And then, remember, with Great Apes, it's just their super attack and their passive is all they have in their Great Ape transformation anyway. So, super attack becomes the Super Flame Cannon, which gives him 50% attack for the turn, and then he does destructive damage to enemy. His passive skill, Senseless Strength, gives him 3 ki and 50% attack at the start of turn. So there we go. There is this free-to-play GT Vegeta. I think he's really quite good. I think they did a pretty kick-ass job with this guy, all things considered. So let me know what you guys think of him. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.